Meet Tommy. Now meet Jimmy. Tommy and Jimmy are brothers, and they assume responsibility for their elderly father, Jimmy Sr. Tommy makes a living by cleaning up after kids. He's the cliché janitor at a middle school in Midwestern suburbia. Jimmy is the president of a successful fast food chain. He has a vacation home and a white picket fence around his private property. Anyway, when their dad got sick, they agreed upon the following. Tommy would pay for all of his dad's medical expenses. This included treatment, medicine, and make his father's entire home wheelchair accessible. He also agreed to take responsibility for that home and its mortgage. In return, Jimmy would buy 1 box of diapers a month, and every other month he would pay the cable and the internet bill. Tommy thought this sounded good because Jimmy was really good at persuasion and tricking people into acting against their own interests. After all, how could Jimmy afford to toggle his time between taking care of his dad and his successful fast food chain and his yacht? You're a janitor, Tommy, you can take care of this one. Plus, he always liked you more. So that's how it was. Tommy took care of his father, who shit himself more than he made conversation, existing solely on ramen noodles and bologna. And not even Oscar Mayer bologna either, but that cheap shit. The stuff with the red tape around it that you have to peel off. Poverty bologna. And Jimmy had a yacht, and 3 or 4 cars, and a nice little family. And Tommy was a fool with a good heart. You know, he's not unlike the American public. Tommy's simple, and he just wants to take care of his own existence. And get by day to day, week to week, month to month. He isn't interested in politics, that's for sure. And he understands that businessmen just have to do what they do sometimes. Jimmy is a vulture. Conglomerate USA. The people that make the following statement true. If you work for somebody else, you're working against yourself. So Tommy waits for his dad to die patiently, and he feels bad about it sometimes. He really does. After all, Jimmy Sr. made Tommy believe that he would take care of him if he were in that same situation. It was his duty as a son, goddammit. But Tommy did have to pay for his own medical bills. Something seemed kind of fucked up about that. The American public doesn't want you to know how to take care of yourself. That's why there's no classes about how to get by in America. And even if there were, they'd be complete bullshit, like abstinence-only programs. They don't care if you cry about these ruthless corporate tactics, as long as you're still buying their products. That's all they really care about. The rest is just PR. The rat race doesn't end until you have the biggest piece of cheese. See, Jimmy is a piece of shit scumbag, and an opportunist, but nobody's ever gonna stop him either. Poor Tommy. Anyway, thanks you guys for all the support about my new record. I'm glad you guys are digging it. I appreciate all the reviews. If you want to review my record, feel free to send me a message or post it down below. And if you've missed this week's videos, here's a rant video. Here's a rant that I did. And here's last week's videos. It always makes me feel weird just pointing at my crotch aimlessly. Also, thanks for the donations that people have given, from $1 all the way to $100. You guys are fantastic human beings. It really makes me re-evaluate my perspective on human beings. You know, not on society, but on an individual level. I kind of like it. See you guys next week.